Good morning from the heart of New York City. This is a Better Self Daily Show dedicated to one thing: to learn and apply to live as a better self daily. This is your host, Angela Shurina from CreateYourself.today, your personal trainer, your personal nutritionist, your personal health and wellness coach, your fellow biohacker, and just someone with a lot of passion for healthy living, healthy eating, movement, nutrition, fitness, longevity, everything and anything in between, and just feeling your best, looking your best, and performing your best on all levels. Isn't that what we all want? Today we are talking about really small thing, a calorie. Our favorite thing that everyone seems to be talking about in health, in wellness, in weight loss, calorie. It's been with us for a while, but very few people actually understand what a calorie really means, and if you really understand what it is, it might change your habits, because then you'll understand why a calorie is not a calorie, especially when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. So what is a calorie? A calorie is a measurement of energy. 1 calorie is the amount of energy that is required to bring to boiling 1 liter. No, not to boiling. What am I talking about? To warm up 1 liter of water 1 degree. And it's all in Celsius. So 1 degree Celsius, warm up water, the amount of energy needed for them, that's a calorie. And how they measure calories in a laboratory? They take something, let's say food, some piece of food, let's take, say, an Oreo cookie, and they put it in this device, a calorimeter, that is kind of like an oven. You throw their things there and they burn, and the amount of energy released, that's a calorie. The thing is, whatever you put in that oven, food or maybe a piece of wood or rubber, it's going to show you the calories, because everything when you burn it when you burn something made of, some kind of material, there's going to be energy released. So you put food there, there's going to be energy. You put rubber there, there's going to be energy. You put a piece of food there, there's going to be energy. But guess what? Your body doesn't exactly work like that. If you eat a piece of wood, your body probably not going to be able to get any calories out of it, and because your digestive system is just not built that way, and your gut flora doesn't know how to deal with that. Your digestive juices are not strong enough to digest wood, not even strong enough to digest grass. Like, that's why we are not like cows. We cannot eat grass because we just don't have the same kind of digestive system. Our stomach acid is not strong enough, and we don't have 4 stomachs like cows do. That's why, for example, when people say, gorillas and elephants eat a lot of leaves and they have a lot of muscles, and that's why people can survive without any animal or cooked food. And this is bullshit, because we have completely different digestive system. Like, eat grass whole day long and you'll not be able to survive like a cow. So my point is, you are not an oven that burns everything for calories. Your digestive system is designed in a very unique way as a human being. But even more than that, your digestive system as an individual designed in a very particular way, and it's influenced by your lifestyle choices, by the time of the day, by your mood, by your stress levels, by your sleep quality or lack of sleep, by the health of your gut microbiome, by your age, by your gender, by your activity level, so many things. And so the kind of work, the quality of work of the digestive system changes. Even, as I said, during the day, depending what part of the day it is. Like, for example, from 12 to around 4 or 5 p.m., your digestive system is the most active. That's where it's supposed to digest a lot of food, because that's where it's going to be when it's going to be digested the best. And guess what? When you put different kinds of food, like an Oreo, or let's say an apple, completely different foods. An apple has a lot of fiber, digestible, and soluble and insoluble. So some of it's going to be digested, some of it not going to be digested. Some of the calories going to be assimilated by your body, and some of the calories will not. And also your body will have to spend much more energy digesting that apple, breaking it down in nutrients that you're actually able to use for energy. Whereas with Oreo cookie or a lot of other processed foods, your body has to do almost no work, and plus there is like no fiber, and every bit of that cookie going to be used for energy. And not even talking about no nutrients in that cookie and all that nasty sugar and all the processed chemicals and processed stuff in that cookie. It's just very efficient fuel that is, from one perspective, might sound good, but it's not gonna keep you satiated because there is no fiber, and because it's really fast digested, and because it's fast sugar. Anyway, a lot of things. But what I want you to understand is you're not an oven. So the amount of calorie you get from different foods, especially if you take and compare processed foods and natural foods with a lot of fiber, but even protein-rich foods, animal-rich foods like fish or meat, the effect, it's going to be completely different. The amount of calories is going to be completely different. And for example, even taking different nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, or proteins, the amount of energy your body spends on digesting them, breaking them down into pieces that it can use for energy and other functions are different. So for example, if you eat fats, then the amount of energy your body has to use to digest and assimilate nutrients from that fat is 0 to 5% of what you consume in that food. The amount of energy your body spends on breaking down carbohydrates is higher. It's 5 to 15%. And then the amount of energy your body spends on breaking down protein, especially if it comes from whole foods, but just the protein molecule into amino acids that your body can use for functions and for energy, your body spends 20 to 30% of energy digesting protein. So, for example, if you eat a piece of, let's say, chicken, then your body has to spend 20 to 30% of energy in that chicken to just being able to digest it and assimilate. Whereas, again, if you take something like fat, and if you take something like processed food, your body will have to spend really little energy on processing, assimilating those nutrients, and plus there are nothing healthy in that cookie, and all kinds of bad stuff coming out of it. But yeah, understand that a calorie is not a calorie because your body is not an oven that burns everything you put into it, and your digestion is influenced by a lot of things, and and different amount of energy is needed to break down different kinds of foods. That's why when you're trying to manage your blood sugar levels, as a lot of you guys might have problem with like metabolic disease, pre-diabetic or diabetic, and belly fat, that also an indication that you have blood sugar issues. So the kinds of food, the kinds of calories matter a lot. And again, your body is not an oven. It doesn't burn rubber. It doesn't burn even grass. So the amount of calories, especially for weight loss, for fat loss, that you get from different kinds of foods is much different. That's why physique models, sports models, I'm getting ready for sports model competition, so it's also like a thing for me. They always choose the foods that require the most energy to digest, to keep them full, but at the same time to keep them lean. And this is the whole art form and been known from the time of Arnold Schwarzenegger, that different foods have completely different effect on your body, and a calorie is not a calorie. And your body is not an oven. It has digestive system with millions of gut bacteria that digest your food in so many different ways, and that do not like cookies. But yeah, thank you for listening, guys. If you have more questions about what is a calorie, how to design your menu, your meal plan, your nutrition plan, so you not only get nutrition from your foods, the best nutrition, but you also understand the thermic effect of food, of how many calories your body actually gets from the foods that you're eating, and how it influences your blood sugar and your health and your metabolism and your weight loss and fat loss. So any questions? Shoot me email to Angela@createyourself.today. Angela@createyourself.today. Until next time, guys, live as a better self today.